See what's going on with my people. Check on in with my people. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. Because the party don't start till my chat check in. My chat be rocking. My chat be lit. My chat be all up in there. Be. What's going on with my people? Checking in with my people. You like, you share, you subscribe. Because the party don't start till my chat check in. My chat be rocking. My chat be lit. My chat be all up in there. Be. Yeah, y'all see the topic of conversation today. Hit that subscribe button. Before you say hello, represent your city, your hood, your state. Throw some flags in my chat. Properly introduce yourself. Voila, tea time. Voila, mercy me, bless, Ali. Can Black Americans and the diaspora build a nation without resources or credit? Can they? Can they? Can Black Americans and the diaspora build a nation without resources or credit? That's the question. What you think? Big salute to everybody tuning in, tapping in. Make sure I hit that subscribe button. Yeah, if you ain't a subscriber, bye-bye. Bye-bye. If you're not a subscriber, bye-bye. Sakuna, what up? Can Black Americans and diaspora build a nation without resources or credit? Huh, Sakuna? What you think? Can they do it? Can it be done? I don't think so. What about you? Hit that subscribe button if you want to come talk to me. If not, bye-bye. Hasta mañana. Will somebody please come talk to me? Anybody? Is there anybody out there? Hey, Sakuna, I'm at my same spot I always be at. Go do your homework so you can learn about me. Yeah, you better go learn about Kutty. Go do your homework. Do your schoolwork about me. But I want to know, can Black Americans and the diaspora build a nation without resources or credit? That's the question. Victor Mon, big salute, Victor Mon. Hey, Victor Mon, what you think? Do you think Black Americans and the diaspora could build a nation without resources or credit? What you think, Victor Mon? I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing on this internet. I got a lot of O.G. Black Americans. I got young Black Americans, regardless of what they claim, ADOS, FBA, regardless of all that, the diaspora, indigenous, can they build a nation without resources? What you think, Victor Mon? Me personally, I don't think so. Because I see them all trying to figure out. I got OGs that's been talking about they've been doing this black nationalist thing for 30 years, but they still haven't grasped the financial literacy concept of having access to resources. That's what the people that's running the world, in my opinion, that's what they fighting over, resources. So how do Black Americans, especially the OGs, they supposed to know this? They can't build no nation without no resources. Yeah, wrong with these old heads. Like I say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I agree with you, Victor Mon. It ain't possible. It ain't possible. And see, that's the sad thing about when I see Black Americans and people in the diaspora on these panels, the conversation never leads to, well, it eventually gets to access to resources, which none of them have access to. So I'm trying to figure out, how are these OG Black Americans, they want to do tours. Yeah, come to Africa, but they not telling nobody how to gain access to resources. They're saying they want to break away from the colonizer mind, but they need the colonizers to help them step up in life. The confusion of the Black people around the world, man, it's a sad sight. It's a sad sight, if I say so myself. Even the OGs, because you know we look up to the OGs as people with knowledge, people with guidance, and they just as lost as the YNs. That's why I say the old heads, I don't respect them because I don't respect them as far as the knowledge they have. Yeah, they may have wisdom of life, but as far as knowledge on how to progress, they have no progressive knowledge. Yeah, they have no progressive knowledge. They can't build without a bank loan, help from the colonizers. They can't do it. See, the sad thing about the older generation in Black America and the diaspora, they've never had access. They never had nobody to teach them financial literacy. So I wouldn't expect them to know anything about financial literacy. And then as them being the older generation, they don't want to listen to people of the younger generation that are gaining access to resources, which is another sad sight. See, the older generation in America, they feel like Africa's supposed to give them something, that entitlement. They feel entitled. You can't even get the slave master's ancestors to give you nothing. So what make you think that Africa finna give you something? That's sad. That's sad, y'all. Our OGs in a state of confusion, a lot of the YNs in a state of confusion. That's why I feel like the blessings that Africa has to offer, that you can build and create, is not gonna be for everybody. You know, I got OG talking about, well, we plan on doing this, we plan on doing that. Well, OGs, I hate to break the bad news to you, but while you stagnant and taking your time and planning, God is putting his chess pieces in order. Are you one of those chess pieces? You know, it's a young brother. Game over. Big salute, game over. The young brother, eBay, my president of Burkina Faso, he's showing the world, the black world, black leaders in Africa, any black leaders anywhere in the world, he's showing them how to do it. Gain access to your resources of your nation and put them back in to your people and to your government. Make the situation better for your people and the government. See what he's doing, what the AES, the leaders of the AES are doing. It's not just eBay. eBay is just the baby Jesus. So what the leaders of the AES are doing is bringing back power to their country, to their nation, through their resources. That's how America was built, off resources. That's how Europe was built, off resources. So you can't build a strong nation without resources. Trade relationships. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said it himself. You need resources, and you need to rid your garden of all the snakes. Yeah. You know, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad went through it when he had the land in Alabama. See, a lot of y'all don't know that the Nation of Islam had land in Alabama. He wrote a book about it. He said he needed port access and access to resources. Was two crucial things that he needed to make the nation thrive. And then, when they were thriving with nothing, the devils came and they gave them problems. Yep. Even though Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him, had the raised enough funds to buy planes, airport, buses, you know, small things of that nature. But that was through the help of the congregation. He needed access to resources. Victor Moan say Gaddafi was on the same mission. Yeah, see, Gaddafi was in too deep. Gaddafi wanted the bad thing about Gaddafi is that he wanted to dance with the devil. His arrogance, sadly, sad to say, because he wanted to dance with the devil and tell the devil how to two-step. You know, you can't tell the devil how to two-step. And then you can't think you finna rub elbows with him and tell him, oh, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that. What's going on, Mary? Where you from? Rep your city, rep your state. Throw some flags in the chat, Mary. Big salute to you, baby. So that's what Gaddafi's downfall was. You know, what Gaddafi should have did was isolate himself from the West. But he left himself vulnerable. Too many snakes in his garden. Yep, too many snakes in his garden. So that was Gaddafi's downfall, even though he went out with a fight. Big salute, Columbus, Ohio. Big salute, Columbus, Ohio. Even though Gaddafi went out like a G, though. Pistol in hand. You know, it was some back ends on the Gaddafi situation that Gaddafi didn't fix that ended up being his ultimate downfall. Peace be upon Gaddafi's soul. He meant well, but he didn't do things the proper way. And his mistakes, the youth, like Ibrahim Traore, big salute, eBay, he got to learn from. Well, that's the thing. Pan-Americanism, Africa's not on the downfall. Africa's on the rise. See, the thing about America, Black America never been on the rise. Or when it looked like they was rising, the devils would chop their knees off. See, that's the thing, Pan-Africanism, the Americas, we're just gonna say the Americas. You need to do your homework on the Alliance of Sahel States. See, you still living in the past. You haven't did no research. You gotta get yourself caught up on game. Divine unity is taking place and you can't even keep up. The Americas. Man, big salute, Ferdinand. Shit, a cup of tea ain't nothing but $1. But Ferdinand, what you just done, your humble heart, let me put you in my book. This, God willing, this book, God willing, and what I'm doing in Burkina Faso, God willing, could be my people's access to resources. The most valuable resource on the market right now, gold and eventually silver. Silver's on the rise too. Put you in my book. Ferdinand. Big salute to you, Ferdinand. Yes, I am keeping a list of everybody who donates to me. Because unlike all these other YouTubers, I'm giving you an opportunity to be a part of something. God willing, the harder I go and the harder we go, it could be great. This is our opportunity to have access to resources. Yep. So the Americas, Africa is doing a lot better, in a lot better situation than the black community in America. The Americas. Nope, all those gold mines and resources in America, black people not gonna be able to get access to. And I hear them say, we got this, we got that. No. Your masters got that, not you. See, they gonna make you go in a hole and dig it out for them. The gold mines. Yeah, y'all gonna be the ones digging in the hole. Not them. So that's where Africa becomes a blessing for black Americans and a diaspora. So you come to Africa, you integrate into whatever country you choose. You learn how to be African again. See where you could be a part of the progress. Like in Ghana, Ghana's progressing. The Sahel states, they're progressing. Let me see. Big salute, Game Over. Hold on, let me go put you on in there, Game Over. Big salute, Game Over. So yeah, while you hearing people on the internet talking about, oh, we got this in America, we got that. No, black Americans don't got nothing. Black Americans are still playing their role as slaves. So until you come to America, until you come to Africa and rub elbows, build your relationships, gain access to resources, whether it be gold, silver, cotton, and any resources that you can get access to, create you a product. Create a product and bring it to the world market. Because the world is way bigger than just America. The American market is gonna be replaced by Africa. The Sahel region population trumps the American population, black, white, Mexican. And just this area alone is 400 million people. So if China and Russia can develop this area to be an industrial powerhouse, they will be able to be consumers also. So they won't need to rely on America. And that's what's taking place. Yeah, that's what's taking place. So while people are hating on China and Russia don't want to get into politics. They just want to do good business. See, that's the difference between China and Russia and the West. You know, Karens, the Kens and the Karens that live next door, they want to control what go on in your household. Big salute, Game Over. Big salute, Isaac. Yeah, so that's what black Americans in the diaspora need to focus on. How can they get access to resources where they can create them a product, a quality product that they can sell on international market? And big salute, Ferdinand. Big salute, Ferdinand. So when y'all hear these OGs on the internet trying to spit their game and spit their knowledge, if they not talking about resources, they've wasted their life. Yeah, they wasted their life being followers, following what somebody else said, following what their fathers did. Followers. So if these OGs with so much game, if they not telling us how to gain access to resources so we can be independent, they really don't got no game. They just really just on here talking, trying to be relevant. They talk about doing tours. Let's talk about doing business tours. We about getting money. We like to spend money. We like to splurge. We like to look good. We like to smell good. We like to eat good. We like to work for ourselves. Some of us that work 9 to 5s, or some of the people that work 9 to 5s, they don't want to work 9 to 5s no more. They want to put that hard work into their self. They don't want to keep working 9 to 5s. They don't want to take a loan from the bank. They don't want to work off credit. Credit don't mean you got it. Credit means you don't got it. Like a dope fiend. Dope fiend try to work off credits, right? So when y'all get on these panels, in these social media streets, and you hear these old OGs talking, ask them why all these years, why haven't they had gained any access to resources? All these trips they've taken to Africa. That's what I want to know. Because that's what the colonizers are doing, except they're getting the resources and stealing and taking them raw, getting them back to their countries, putting them in their machines, creating their products in their countries, and then selling them back to Africa at a exponentially high price. But those days are over with. That is the root to the problem of why Donald Trump sent that house Negro to come talk about eBay. Because they don't want to see black people with resources. Because that means black people have become competition. Yeah, America, they never drop gems on how to get money because they don't have no financial literacy. See, financial literacy is something I had to learn also. Something I had to learn. Coming from America, I had to learn that. You know, getting money in America. We think we got money, but we really don't. We really don't. Look at Elon Musk. Trying to keep access to. Look at Elon Musk's dad. That's how Elon Musk's family are so rich. They own emerald mines. They own resource-rich mines. That's why Donald Trump went bankrupt back in the day, because he had no access to resources. He was working off credit. Credit. So hashtag bankrupt Trump. Y'all forgot Trump done went bankrupt. Did y'all forget about that? Google it. Trump, that means Trump is not good with money. Oh man. When we get to digging in the rabbit hole. Matter of fact, let's look that up. Let me lead y'all to the water and let y'all drink. When did Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Damn, Donald Trump has declared bankruptcy 4 times. Y'all go do your homework now. He know how to leverage other people's money. 6 times. Chief Rattlesnake say, yeah, Mary Shaw, hey, mind blowing, ain't it? Chief Rattlesnake say, rich people never put their own money. They always use credit. That means that they not really rich. They just going off face. Off their face, how good they face. That's why black people can't get no credit. Don't nobody trust a black face, but let a white face go in there. They gonna give them a loan, but let that brother go in there. Oh, no, they ain't gonna give him no loan. Gold and silver is not condemned for men to wear. Who told you that? And then you don't gotta wear it. You get you a safe. See, one thing about gold and silver, you can put it in a safe and bury it, and it won't, and it'll be like that 100 years, it'll still be shining. You bury some money, yeah, money can grow mold and you can't use it no more. I done seen it firsthand. I never knew that. Yeah, money can grow mold on it and you won't never be able to use it no more. Can't wash it, can't do none of it. But yeah, Trump is not good with money. Yep. It happened to me too, Chief Rattlesnake. It happened to me too. I tried to get plenty of loans for my first little business before I came to Africa. New business, and they was promoting new business loans. And you know how they online, you go, oh, come and get this. Process was going smooth at first. But once you had to send IDs and all that, oh, no, oh, your business must be active for a year before. I said, but I thought this was a new business. Like, it's crazy, y'all. Nasty work. It's not, the system in America is not set up for black people to prosper. It's set up for you to work, slave labor, comfortable slaves. As long as you got a nice house, couple cars, dogs in the backyard, you good. See, you come to Africa, you could do that same thing. You integrate, come out here and do your DNA test. Don't do it in America where they can steal your DNA and clone you. Come out here, do it, and link up with your tribe. Get your citizenship. Because they're, matter of fact, can I do CESTORI DNA test in AFRIC? Can I do Ancestry DNA tests in African countries? Yes. Yes, it is possible to do Ancestry DNA tests in many African countries. Companies like Ancestry DNA and African Ancestry offer their services in various African nations. Let's see. Ancestry DNA is available in several African countries, including Botswana, Cameroon, Eswatini, Gambia, Ghana, Kenya, Lesotho, Malawi, all those countries. Even though those are American, I think those are American DNA. Let's see, do they have clinics in Africa that can do DNA tests, tribal DNA tests? How can I find my tribe in Africa. No. I'm trying to think what's the right words I could put in the Google search. Because I don't know if they call the clinics. Are there clinics in Africa I could do Ancestry DNA? Or are there DNA tests, CENTER, centers in Africa that can trace my DNA and tribe? Yes. See, this is what they not talking about. Yes, there are DNA testing companies in Africa, such as Easy DNA, South Africa, Gymtrack, South Africa, that can help trace your DNA and lineage. These companies offer tests that analyze your DNA to determine your ancestral origins, including specific regions and potentially tribal affiliations. So once you find out who you belong to, then that's where the process starts of you getting land and stuff like that. But you don't need DNA tests to do business. Big salute, Mary Shy, with your Sierra Leone citizenship. Big salute. Now what you gotta do, sis, you gotta take that trip to Sierra Leone, rub elbows, build relationships, see what resources that Sierra Leone has that you can get access to create you a product and bring that quality product to the world market. Like Asia. Asia's the new is the lead market right now. Regardless of all that junk they talk about China, China business in China ain't stopped. Yes, but when you was in Sierra Leone, were you just a tourist or were you a business lady? Did you figure out how to gain access to resources and create you a product? That's the key to it all. You got the first step out the way. You got your citizenship. Now, how can you be a benefit to Sierra Leone? How can you be an asset to Sierra Leone? How can you help Sierra Leone create a product out of their resources? Because Sierra Leone rich in diamonds. Matter of fact, rainy season get ready to come up. You don't even got a mine for them. When the rain hit, they gonna be jumping out the ground. Working on something right now. Salute to you, sis. So people need to follow suit. Because it's people getting access to resources, creating a product, and bringing that product to the world market. Now, she gonna show Sierra Leone, look, I'm an asset. And Sierra Leone gonna be like, yeah, we got a good one. They gonna clap, give themselves a round of applause. Yes, we got a good Sierra Leonean. Yup. So, big salute to you, Mary Shy. So, when y'all hit these panels and watch these panels like Koala Nation and salute to Koala, salute to Search for Uhuru. When y'all hear these old heads on there talking like they got a bunch of knowledge because they've been around longer than us, if they not talking about getting access to resources, they wasting their breath. Yeah, they wasting their breath. They talking about getting loans from the bank. These bankers are the ones that's controlling the world. These bankers are the ones that's keeping you enslaved. Go around them banks. You don't need that bank. See, that's because they broke. Or that's because they don't know, they haven't been taught any other way. Oh, go through the bank. Go through the same people you trying to get away from. What sense does that make? That's because they lack financial. They done read all these books. They done read all these books, right? But they lack financial literacy. Done read 1,000 books and ain't learned nothing. They missing the key concept. You cannot build a nation without access to resources. And then once you get access to resources, you need trade routes, whether it's through the ocean or whether it's through land. You need access to the world market. So when they do these tours, that's what they need to be doing, these tours about, business tours. Prove to Africa that you an asset. Prove to Africa that you an asset. That's where you get your power, when you become an asset. Or will you be a liability? Because that's what Africans want to see. See, our African people, our African cousins, they about getting money. Yeah, they about getting money, baby. That's one thing I have learned since I've been here. They about getting money. They don't like credit. They don't like doing all that. They don't like owing people. They don't like that. That's like a last resort. Now, granted, you got some Africans in the diaspora that's been in these other countries, and that's what they've been taught. Thinking they're getting that high-quality education. When they really come overseas, go overseas, and learn how to be useful idiots. That would trip me out too about a lot of these older black Americans. Oh, I'm educated. Oh, the education you got from the slave masters, you think you educated? They just taught you how to be a useful idiot, a useful slave. How? I've been to college for one semester, automotive technologies. And how do I know about gaining access more than somebody that went to college for 4 years, got 2-3 degrees, and they can't tell nobody how to get access to resources? That means they wasted 4 years of their life. You go do all this college, and they didn't teach you no type of hustle in college? So your college was just to get that paper for validation. And then they still don't respect you. So sad. Sad situation. So when you hear people talk, oh, I'm educated, I got 3-4 degrees, and ain't doing nothing with it. A useful idiot. That's what the white people call them. Please forgive me, not white people. That's what the people in charge call them. I'm trying to get that racism out of me, because I got white people that watch, and I don't want them to think that I'm putting them in the same category. And as you can see, they sit back and watch. But people like me, they agree with. But them other people, they like, man, they in a state of confusion. Their minds is confused. They want to break away from the system, but then they want to ask for help from the system. That's confusing. That lets you know they just useful idiots. They don't really know which way to go. They really don't know which way to go. Nope. They really don't know which way to go. Useful idiot. Yep. Chief rattlesnake. Useful idiots. And that's the name that the people that's in charge use. Useful idiots. Useful idiots. Big salute to everybody tuning in, tapping in. Y'all hit that subscribe button and come on and talk to me, chat. Y'all know I talk back. You welcome, Mary. And thank you Thank you, Mary Shaw, for being a great parable and example of a strong black woman. A black woman that's making something happen. Not talking about, well, we got this and play with now. We gonna do this. So I don't think that these brothers should do no type of tours unless they business tours. Take the OGs over there and show them something that they ain't never seen before. Because the OGs don't know nothing about getting no money. They don't got no financial literacy. They think that they gonna survive off a retirement check. They done retired, 401k. No, they need to use that money and invest in creating a product and keep going. Because if that's the case, then why is there so many retired people crying about losing money in Africa? That's because they didn't have their mind on business. They thought they was finna come get away and live life like a king or a queen. And our people over here don't know if you are damaged goods. Because everybody knows black Americans are mentally unstable. I'm mentally unstable. Africa is helping me mentally. I didn't realize I was mentally unstable until I came to Africa. But on the outside looking in, now I see all these people on these panels in black America, in America right now, mentally unstable, in a state of confusion. They don't know if they want to go left at the light or if they want to go right. Or if they want to keep straight, they just swerving. You know how the old heads, when they be driving, be swerving all over the road? That's what they doing right now. The YNs, they running red lights. They not stopping at stop signs. They running through stop signs full speed. So I'm on the outside looking in like, damn, but my people are really thrown off mentally. Mentally. They don't know if they want to be mad at Master now or if they still want to sit at Master table eating table scraps. They don't know. That's the sad part. So sad. So talk to me, chat. I talk back. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about useful idiots? It's because there's a lot of useful idiots got all these degrees. They don't even got no job right now. There's a lot of useful idiots talking about, oh, I'm in corporate America. Oh, you in corporate America putting files in the file cabinet for some Peckerwood? Keeping up with the Peckerwood's money while you ain't got none. Talking about doing tours. And they ain't telling nobody how to get them no money. See, they doing these tours so they can bring money into the country and look good. But that's not the way to do it. If you're going to do tours, bring people on investment tours. Invest in yourself. Get access to resources. These are the type of tours that people need to be having. Yeah, go see the history of the countries. Learn the culture. But after that, you need to be going to talk some business. Especially if you want respect from Africans. I wake up every day. Everybody get up and go get their hustle on. Independently. Yeah, you got people that work jobs like Salik, but he worked for a black man. The black man that own this right here, he the boss. He come interact with the people. He might even jump in and do some work one day. And he own this, him and his family. See, so that's the type of tours that Search for Uhuru, Koala Nation, all these black folk that's on social media. Don't give them your money if they not taking you to go learn how to get some money, tell them they need to get like me. Show the people how to get them some money in Africa. Because your African cousins would rather do business with you than to do business with somebody that don't look like them. And that's facts. As long as you're not there to steal. It's called get money together. It's called integrate. It's called divine unity. That's what's going on in the AES. Big salute Ghana, following suit. Big salute Namibia, following suit. So what Black America need to do, while the divine unity is coming together in Africa, I believe Black America gonna get left behind. And then they're gonna be over there crying over spilt milk. So maybe that's why God got a select few of us that's here on the continent and moving back and forth as confirmation of what Black Americans need to be doing. Hit that subscribe button as you're tuning in, tapping in, and come on, interact, engage. And while people be like, man, Kutty, why you won't do tours and show Burkina Faso? No, only thing I can do for you is to show you how to get you some money, because I know you don't got none. And I'm not talking about $1 million. I'm talking about money. I'm talking about private jet money. I'm seeing private jets coming through here. That lets me know it's billionaires on these planes coming to Burkina Faso to do business. I'm seeing motorcades from different countries. They out here building buildings, building restaurants, building water parks. So big salute to all the business people that watch me, and they're putting my ideas to life for them. That lets me know I'm a great parable and example. I'm seeing people out here collecting plastic. They producing things out of recycled plastic. Big gas, man. Big salute, gas, man. So what we need to do as Black Americans, African Americans, A.O.G, FBA, put your differences to the side for a minute and let's get successful, and then make your division. Oh, I'm FBA, oh, I'm A.O.G, oh, I'm indigenous. But let's get successful first. Let's get money. Let's get access to resources, create those products. So we can have, so our words a whole weight, our words a whole leverage. Right now, all this talking I see going on the internet, it hold no weight. White folks looking at y'all laughing. Like, look at these dumb monkeys in the trees just yapping at each other. You know how you hear monkeys in the trees? Arr, arr, arr. Yeah, that's what y'all doing. Ain't nobody talking about getting no money. That's the sad part. And that's why our brothers and sisters in Africa don't respect a lot of Black Americans. Because they come over here arrogant and flexing like they got it. And that money they playing with is credit money. You will be more appreciated and more accepted, just like in the hood in America. The hood boys not gonna accept you or give you no respect if you not one of the get money people. Come on now. Come on now. So that's a substance that we have coming from Black America that can help benefit Africa. We are innovative when it comes to getting money. We are innovative when it comes to creating products. We are different. We are new. So once Black Americans in diaspora put their minds together with our brothers and sisters and cousins over in Africa, we can't be stopped. We can't be stopped. can't be stopped. That's why I'm glad I'm in the group economics. Africa, Burkina Faso has blessed me to be two-time business owner. Something I never even thought I could do, but God put it in my mind like, do it. Yeah, I always loved jewelry. I never thought I would be a jeweler. Now I'm Africa's America's newest jeweler. Peace be upon Duke the jeweler. Now I'm a threat to the small hats. Because once I get big, I'm gonna be taking all their clientele. Watch. And then they're gonna be trying to offer my head. But I ain't tripping. That just let you know you moving up in life. Yeah, that just let you know you moving up. You a threat. That's my mission too. I gotta go make an appointment with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs because of my business structure. I could get government funding here. And I want to present to them. I want to represent Burkina Faso in all the international gym shows in Asia. I'm going to tell them I'm not going to Europe and America. I send my partners to Europe and America to go represent the company. But I'm going to show my face in Asia, all the Asian countries. So when I go in there, I got some pieces being whipped up right now. I got some more tools on the way. Big salute to everybody that is supporting success. We got some more tools on the way. Well, we're going to be cutting up rocks, dressing them up. Blue jadeite. I need to go find some more green jade. Ooh, that green jade. Y'all do your homework on green jade. Y'all do your homework on green jade and blue jade. These are resources that God blessed me with. Because I pray to God to use me any way he see fit. I submit it. I turn my life over. So it ain't me doing it. It's a higher power. So when you watch me, you watching G.P.T. That's God's power tool, by the way. God using me in any way he see fit because God's will must and will be done. And no, I'm not holy moly like your pastor, your reverend. And yeah, I talk my shit. I cuss, I fuss. Trying to stop smoking cigarettes. Yeah, so I'm not holy moly donuts. No, I'm not. But God know it's people like me that's going to get his job done. Not them holy moly donuts. Yeah, this is not the holy moly donut channel. See, God know the doers like me gonna get God's will done by any means necessary, even if it come to chopping off a head or two. Chief Rattlesnake, big salute. Yeah, me too. I used to, well, not chop up rocks, but I used to put that clean in the bag. Yeah, I used to put that Mr. Clean in the bag. Yeah. I've chopped up a few rocks in my time, but that wasn't really my thing. I didn't like dealing with dope fiends. Yeah, I ain't like that. They got on my nerves. My patience. I'm not really a nice guy. You know, I'm really a mean person. Can you make my gal stone plug gauges? Yeah, we could do that, Lamont. Hit me on the email so I could get an idea and show me. Yeah, hit my email. Any business inquiries, hit my email. I gotta get the tumbler. I gotta order another machine. I say, damn, boy, this jewelry shit, boy, woof. It ain't cheap, but tumbler polisher. I gotta order this one. A tumbler polisher for the little gemstones. See, I got the tools for the big ones. We could chop up this, but them little ones you talking about, Lamont, I gotta order one of these machines. I think I'm gonna do something like this one. Where we put the little stones, we put them in there, and we put the grit in there, and it'll polish them itself. They got all different kinds. Hold on, gemstone. Cause you can do them for jewelry too. Yeah, there they go. This is what a tumbler is, y'all. When you get your rocks and they look like that, you put them in there to get that shine to them. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know, I know a lot of y'all got gemstone bracelets. This is what they use to get that shine to them. See, and I got a dope fiend in America that don't know nothing about value. But I'm going to teach him, though. I see him paying attention. So that's the next machine, the next round I got to order. So, Lamont, give me a little time. All them little stones you see me pick up in Liberia on this channel, I got to get one of those. Because the machines we got, my jeweler was like, man, them stones is too little. You need a tumbler. So I'm gonna hit Amazon, FBA for fulfilled by Amazon. I'm gonna order a tumbler, and then my folk gonna send it to me. And then we're gonna throw all those little stones that we was picking up. I was picking up in Liberia, throw them right on in there and let them tumble away. And then we're gonna make Pandora style bracelets because I don't know, and earrings, studs and plugs and gauges for Lamont. We're gonna make earrings and let's see, Pandor. And see these Pandora, well, no. Let me see. I can't even say Pandora style. Well, the way we're gonna make the bracelets is gonna be, I think I'm gonna start with silver. Yeah, something like this. Our bracelets gonna be something like that. See how at the top it got the hook? Cause see, I'm not gonna know your wrist size, so we're gonna make it an adjustable so it can fit. It can fit your wrist or your girl's wrist. So that's the idea in my mind for the small gemstones. And it's gonna be a mixture of gemstones. But we gotta make sure we get them polished. So I'm giving y'all my blueprint for free. Because I know none of y'all got access to no resources, so ain't nobody gonna be able to compete. That's the beautiful thing about me being the only one out here doing my thing. And plus, it's enough for everybody to do. So if you are able to do it, you know, it's enough money for all of us to get. Because our clientele gonna consist of brothers and sisters in Africa and Asia. For me, I might do Eurasia, like the Russia way, but I'm not going to France and Germany and all them. Nah, So yeah, Lamont, we definitely gonna do that. Just give me a little time. Just be patient. Just keep watching. You watching progress. You watching progress, Lamont. Like I say, the next set of tools have arrived from Amazon. So now they got to be shipped to Burkina Faso. So they will probably be shipped out sometime this week, and it'll probably take them about a week and a half to get here. And then, yeah, we can begin the big operation. I do got a machine that's here. I have placed my order for my materials, my gold and my silver. So we should be getting that today. So tomorrow I will take him to Vivor, the buffer, so he can start on our first set. So things are in motion. Oh, we got motion, baby. Yeah, we got motion. But I got some big stones that the other tools that need to be mailed. Yeah, when they get here, oh, we're gonna be rocking big dookie gemstone charms like our ancestors of antiquity. See, them OGs in America with all that knowledge, all them books they done read, they never speak of the ancestors of antiquity. Why? That's why I look at him, I'm like, and then there's one, College Genesis. Boy, he about 10 years behind. Oh man, he got some catching up to do. You know, this internet and all this is new to the OGs. Oh snap. Big salute, Collar. Big salute, Collar. I'm pretty sure we might cross paths. Big salute, search for Uhuru. I hope he start taking people on business tours. I think that'll be more beneficial for him and the people. Resources, gold mines, gemstone mines, diamond mines. This is how the black nation will prosper. Having access to resources with our brothers and sisters on the continent. If we do not build relationships and get access to resources, there will never ever be a black nation. No nation can survive with no resources or some type of value. America cannot survive without access to resources. No European nation can survive without access to resources. Look what's going on in Portugal, Spain, and France right now. In a year, first power outage, blackout, 3 countries. So talk to me, chat. Yeah, talk to me, chat. Talk to me, chat. I talk back. I'm gonna leave the rest of the chat open for y'all, man. Talk to me. What y'all think? How y'all feel? Hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in and tapping in. And come on, talk to me. I need to go piss real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go piss real quick. Y'all hit that subscribe button and talk to me, chat. Y'all know I talk back. because the U prior to the bank. Yeah, but I don't know how 700 billion in debt. That's crazy, Lamont. That's crazy. That just goes to show you America's not really rich. America is rich off credit. Dope fiend work. How is that even possible? How do America owe the UK 700 billion? That's crazy. But America is a British colony. Keywords: District of Columbia. And a lot of Americans think that America won the Revolutionary War. Now they just made a deal. They just made a deal. Yup. America really didn't beat the British. They just cut a deal. Well, we carving up Africa right now. We having a time with the Zulus. Help us break the Zulus. We'll give y'all this country called Botswana and a country called Liberia. So the British and Americans were the first to colonize Africa. I'll go ahead and give it to the British first, and then after them was British, Portuguese, I say pretty much all of them around the same time. Yeah, pretty much all of them around the same time is when colonization. The British, the Portuguese, because they were all in competition. It was like a business competition. So they were all over the place all at the same time. It wasn't like this country did it, then the next country. No, they was all moving at the same time, doing world trade amongst each other. Yep. Damn, 700 billion? How was that even possible? That's the first time I heard that. But it's not hard to believe. Yeah, it's not hard to believe. I believe it. I do believe it. Because America ain't nothing but shit. A colony to the crown. Yep. America was founded by British rebels. The Declaration of Independence, them dudes was British. They went to war over tea. Remember the Boston Tea Party? They poured in Boston. They poured all the Queen's tea into the bay. Oh, she went off. She blank. She went in the blank mode. Yep. Yep. The British Empire shit. Man. Bonjour, bonjour. Damn, see, America not as rich as people think. America go out credit. Go out being the world's police. You see, they ain't said nothing else about that gold that's supposed to be in Fort Knox, right? Crazy, some nasty work, y'all. Just like I heard somebody say, well, where's all the records from the slave ships? Man, them people burnt them records. A lot of the records is in Charleston. Just like my family came in through the boats through Charleston, South Carolina. You know, a lot of them people burnt them records. They don't, you know, one thing about the powers that control America, they don't got no respect for treaties and records and all that. They burn up stuff like that. They burn up evidence because ain't nothing nobody can do about it. A lot of people, family records been burnt up. Or hidden. Yeah, granted, you got some people that's been able to find, but it's some of us, our families, that can't find the information because it's been destroyed. Slave records. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Let me go piss right quick. But yeah, 700, all that money, Lamont. So how is America rich and they billions of dollars in debt? See, they keep us in a state of confusion in America, so we can't figure out simple stuff. Oh, today, Earth Day today. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Let me go piss right quick, y'all. Hit that subscribe button as you tuning in, tapping in, and come on, talk to me, chat. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go piss right quick. Hit that subscribe button. Talk to me. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, that's some nasty work, man. America owing all that money. Let me tell y'all what, man, the agriculture game is crazy out here, right? People in Africa eat. That myth that people in Africa starving and hungry. Bipolar, big salute by BP Talk. Yeah, on this beautiful Earth Day. The agriculture game so crazy. The demand, like when I go to the market, like to get my veggies for my stuff I be cooking at the crib. If I don't get there early, by the end of the day, boy, everything gets sold, everything get gone. Avocados, boy, these ladies, boy, they can't keep no avocados. So the days of old Burkina Faso, oh, that's over with. Boy, everybody working, getting money out here now. So I see a lot more consumerism. I see the ladies' fashion is changing. I see the dudes' fashion is changing. I see women that may be bummed out in their clothes that's hustling. I know that's their work clothes because their toes and their nails are done. I say, oh, that's new. That's new. I see everybody wearing jewelry, everybody wearing bracelets. So, yeah, it's happening. So the people that's still planning, study long, you study wrong. You know, Africa's not waiting on nobody. Africa's rise is rapid. It's happening at a rapid rate. So you better get in where you fit in before you miss the sweet deals. Because you know, black Americans in the diaspora, they love sweet deals. If you wait too long, you're going to miss out. You're going to get here when, shit, we're going to be taxing. Like the price of gold and silver. It ain't, not only is it going up in America and Europe, it's going up out here too. So the days of the sweet deals, so you really have no choice to come out here and build relationships. Get you some partners to do business with. And that don't mean you get you a partner and let them do all the work. Nah, you get you a partner because that is your key to the door. If you don't have citizenship. Now, if you got citizenship, then the door is wide open for you. But if you don't have citizenship, you need to come out here, build relationships, get access to resources, create you a product, and put them to work. Create, promote. Don't nobody promote like we do. We are top-notch promoters. See, the average person in Africa, they'll promote their product for maybe a week. And then again, they might not promote. They might just open a business with no promotion. See, in America, we know promotion, promotion, promotion. That bring traffic to you. Nowadays, websites are useful, but social media got better results than a website. See, your social media pages can be your website. That your direct access to the trap, the World Wide Web. Trapping ain't dead, it just moved to the internet. So you sync your websites to your social media, or turn your social media into your website. And A.O.G asked me, well, do you have a website, man? Go to my YouTube page. That's my website. I'll eventually get back to building my website, eegarscorp. But the way that's set up, well, the way that's gonna be set up, I don't even know if I'm gonna waste time on that, which I should. But I'm like, shit, I got Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's where everybody making their money at. WeChat is what connects me to Asia. WeChat, and it's another site that I need to download that will connect me to Asia, the Asia market. So yeah, the market wide open. You just gotta get in where you fit in. Do you got a clothing brand? Well, if you got a clothing brand, you need to make you a trip to Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. Well, Mali and Burkina Faso are the biggest exporters of cotton. I've talked to NGOs from Gucci, Louis, Nike, Adidas. But see, they scared to go to the village. They scared to go to where the resources are at. They don't know how to get access to the resources. But the government has made it easier. You can just go through the government, and the government will go down their list of who next. Shea butter. I used to live with the president, the person house I was living with before, last time I was in Burkina. My partner's mom, she's the president of the Women's Association in charge of the shea butter in Burkina Faso. And I got a dope fiend that got jokes. Oh, he living in somebody back room. But he didn't know the person back room I was living in is the president of the Women's Association in charge of the shea butter. That's a resource. What can you make out of shea butter? Can you make lip gloss, all natural lip gloss? Can you make antibacterial soap? Can you make lotion? Can you make shampoo out of shea butter? This the best. Shea butter is God's gift to the black man and black woman. Shea butter is the most healthiest, and you can eat it. You can cook with it, and you can wear it. Do your homework on shea butter. Out here they call it white gold. You got shit damn near unlimited uses of shea butter. So gain access to resources that will give you leverage, that will add value to you. That's your blessing that you have as a melanated individual when you come to Africa that you don't even know. But your masters are trying to keep you away from that. You don't need no loan from the bank. Cut the banks out. Be your own bank. Open up a bullion bank. That was one of the smart things I heard the dude say. But to have a bullion bank, you need gold resources. You need silver resources to make the bullion. If you don't have access to these resources, then your bullion bank is a scam. Hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tap in, and come on, interact, engage with me. Talk to me, chat. Y'all know I talk back. Don't y'all act like that. Don't y'all act like that. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. This is really where you get $1 million worth of game at. Like literally. As I'm learning, I present it to my people. Step on. This. Somebody leaving out. Who is this? All these damn lame comments. Yeah, somebody in my comment section going crazy. Let me erase all these. What it do, chat? Y'all hit that subscribe button as you tune in, tap in. Come on, talk to me. Can Black Americans in the diaspora build a nation without resources? I gave my opinion. What's your opinion? I said no. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Can't be done. They can't do it. But what's your opinion? So don't let them arch deceivers keep you away from your blessing, y'all, with lies. I can't believe y'all still be believing the lies that the enemy of your ancestor keep feeding you. What make you think the enemies, the descendants of your enemies, of the ancestors, are gonna feed you truth? That baffles me. That baffles me. Just like all these people call themselves, oh, I read the King James version of the Bible, a Bible that was given to you by the slave master. The ancestors didn't have no Bible when they came over on them slave ships. They thought by them learning that Bible, it would help them fit in. And plus, they were stripped of their religion, African spirituality, whatever religion, whatever they practiced. They were stripped of that. See, that's a prime example of chains of mental slavery. Oh, we doing the same. We practicing The same thing we seen our fathers practice. That's how black Americans are easily manipulated. They'd rather go knock the head of a black man than to go handle the business with their real enemies. So sad, it's a shame. And they think nations of the world gonna give them something entitled. They just as bad, they just like the Kens and the Karens. So sad. I'm glad I am away from the iniquitous people. I'm so glad. Because I sit back and I watch them on these platforms, and I'm like, boy, these folk is so confused. I did not know that black America was in a state of confusion and chaos like they are. It's so sad and it's a shame. From the young to the old, from the old to the young. I can't believe you got old black Americans think that Africa owed them something. And they really think that they can't even get what they owe from the enemy or the arch deceivers, and they think Africa owed them something. And Africa's supposed to accept they way. It's they way or no way. Well, since it's your way or no way, you stay where you at. That's why ain't nothing gonna change. Mud's gonna stop. Mud that's been black nationalists for 30 years, they gonna die. A black nationalist that has achieved nothing. They ain't achieved nothing in 30 years. Still ain't achieved nothing. Talking about they working on this, working on that. Getting left in the dust. Boy, it's a sad sight. That's why I say, man, I ain't getting on no more of these panels. Now, I was going to jump on Search for Uhuru panel last night, but they was so chaotic. I say, man, nah, hell nah. They at the slave master house right now going crazy. Don't know what to do. They all arguing about what's going on in Africa, and ain't none of them in Africa. You got the Diaspora over there in UK, the Caribbean, and all these European countries. And he arguing with black Americans about what's going on in Africa, and ain't none of them in Africa. Oh man, that shit is crazy. I say, nah. We'll just continue to leave them behind. They are the ones that lag behind. No access to resources. Tory Lanez was on Search for Uhuru yesterday going crazy. Well, last night, I say, who is this British black dude? I said, is that Tory? I thought Tory Lanez on lockback with that cell phone. Tory Lanez got an iPhone on lockback, going crazy. Excuse me, sir. Sir. I say, who is this dude? Even though he was talking some shit though. He just looked like Tory Lanez. With the Eddie Kane shirt on. smoking whatever he was smoking, I say, oh man, the state of confusion that our people is in. Some nasty work. But that's my time, y'all. Since ain't nobody talking to me, I hope I've been some type of enlightenment. I hope I've given y'all something to think about. No resources, no value. No product, no leverage. That's the key to your progress. You must have something to bring to the table. Not just talk. Not thinking that you know something. You ain't got nothing to bring to the table. Ain't nobody gonna respect you. You can't integrate. Ain't nobody gonna respect you. If you can't prove that you an asset, ain't nobody gonna respect you. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. Respect. Listen to me, y'all. Respect is earned. Respect is not given. Let me say that again. Respect is earned. Respect is not given. So with that being said, man, I love y'all chat. Big salute everybody that tuned in, tapped in. Big salute all the new subs. Y'all make sure y'all come talk to me. Y'all know I talk back. I love y'all, man. And y'all plan your progressive moves. Plan your boss up. That's the true meaning and definition of boss up. You can't be a boss if you don't got resources. You can't be. Bosses don't rely on nobody. Bosses are creators. Bosses make things happen. Can you boss up on the world market? Can you? I'm trying to. God willing, I'll be successful. God got me on the right path right now. So hopefully I was a good parable. I'm being a great parable and example. Hopefully the people that's doing the same thing I'm doing can be great parables and examples for the rest of us. Those of y'all who still complaining about the past and what are you doing to represent the ancestors besides complaining and crying and begging? We'll see. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Salute to the chat. Love my